And we're live.
And then the other thing is, you mentioned Kong versus Godzilla. I watched it last night on HBO. What did you think of it?
I thought that movie was also right off the bat, it was good. I liked it. It was good, and I liked it. But there were a couple times when I was watching that movie, and I was like, "This is fucking weird, man. This is a fucking weird ass movie." It was sick, but there are things that are happening, and I'm like, they talk about Godzilla so casually. They're just like, "Hey, Godzilla's back, and he's hurting people." And I'm like, yeah, if Godzilla is back, he's not hurting people. He's destroying fucking cities. He's leveling it. I just thought it was so weird. They talk about him like he's hurting people's feelings or something. Godzilla's back and he's hurting people. And then King Kong, there was like, yeah, he's on a boat. King Kong's on a boat now. Oh, King Kong's jumping boat to boat. I know those boats hold tanks and fighter jets, but like this is like a fucking huge ass ape, like jumping on boats like it's a Super Nintendo platformer. I was obviously really high, but I was still like, this movie's fucking weird. I loved it though.
Dude, I didn't like the first half. The first half.
Agreed. The second half was stronger.
The first half, they were like, all right, we got to come up with a way to make Godzilla fight King Kong. And we're really going to have to make up a lot of silly shit to make that happen. Like the whole storyline, I'm not going to spoil anything. So anybody listening, don't worry. But the whole storyline of Alexander Skarsgård, like, and that ship they use to go to this isn't a spoiler. This is just a plot point. They go to the center of the earth, which is where Kong is from. Like, all of that was like silly to me. It was like, why are we even doing all this? This is just filler. Like, I don't need any of this. I just want to see them fight. When they finally fought, that was fucking cool. I actually liked that. I thought the fight was well done. That was the fun part of the movie. That was the part of the movie I liked the most. I don't like that little girl from Stranger Things.
I kept being like, oh yeah, she's in this. What are we doing here? And she's like a sleuthy, like investigative, like type. And she's in these scenarios, guys. You're watching the movie and you're literally gonna be like, well, you got it pretty easy doing what you're doing, like getting around and being where you are, you know. Her dad calls her, where are you? She's like, I'm in Hong Kong in a secret lab. And I'm like, yeah, you are, aren't you? By accident. That was funny.
And then there's,
you know, and you know what? I might unintentionally spoil some things here, by the way, but guys, it's King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong Godzilla fight, like nothing matters. It's one of those movies where like nothing in the movie matters, and I'm just happy we got tons of fight. Like it wasn't like a 10-minute fight at the end, and that's why I'm going to give it a good review, because we got those fights, and that's really what it was, you know.
And it looks cool. It looks pretty.
Sorry,
cool.
you were about to say?
That there's a black like janitor guy who's like the comic relief, and he didn't even make me grin. Like he didn't say anything. They were trying so hard to make him the comic relief, the sort of jokey, always got some funny quip to make, and I was like, God, I hate this guy. He is not funny at all.
Yeah, he reminded me of a person that I actually know and I actually hate. So I was like, it looks like this guy is doing an excellent impression of someone I dislike. So I'm actively getting mad at him. A couple of characters like sucked. I thought even Alexander Skarsgård, who I love, I was like, I don't really care about this guy at all. He was kind of shit. But like once again, like it was just King Kong and Godzilla were really awesome. Like there's some things in that movie that were fucking cool.
Look, this is a movie where a giant lizard fights a giant monkey in the middle of Hong Kong at the end. And the most ridiculous thing in the movie is when Alexander Skarsgård, who is an author, gets behind the wheel of a hovercraft.
Luke Skywalker.
He gets behind the wheel of a hovercraft, and all of a sudden he's like Han Solo or something in the Millennium Falcon, doing like 720 spins through rubble that's crashing down from the sky and stuff. And it's like, has he ever even driven a fast car? How is he a pilot in a?
It was, and that thing he just like, and that was new technology to him. It's not like it was his or anything.
It's new technology for the planet.
What that thing was.
Like, keep in mind, don't imagine a helicopter, a Harrier jet. Those would each be much easier to fly. This is some sort of a hover, like a space type hovercraft, like something out of Halo.
Mass Effect. It's like the Mass Effect, like boarding thing. Yeah,
it's got like 4 like engines on the side that are like anti-gravity engines. Like this thing doesn't have a propeller, not a jet engine. This is like a sci-fi craft that he is flying. It's a spaceship essentially, and he's just like, here we go, and he just gets in and drives it like it's a Volkswagen or something. That was the most unrealistic part
King,
of the movie in
King
which
Kong
King
had it
Kong fights
rough.
Godzilla.
King Kong had it rough. Like King Kong, like he's like, you know, he's just like from shit situation to shit situation to shit situation. It's like the humans are just like, yo, wake up. And he's like, we're in Antarctica now. And they're like, yeah, go in the hole. He like goes in the hole. He's like fighting creatures in fucking Lord of the Rings now. Like he had it hard that whole movie. And all I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna spoil. I was just like, you know, I want King Kong to catch a break somewhere here.
Yeah.
I went into it Team King Kong. Godzilla is great, but I just relate more to this big ass ape than I do a fucking swimming lizard type dinosaur. But like I think I don't know. I know Godzilla's deadly. He's always. I never thought King Kong. Like, anyways, I don't want to spoil anything. Check it out, guys. It's cool. And that movie, you could rent it on Amazon or whatever for $24.99.
It's free on HBO
free.
Max.
Oh, and it's free if you have HBO.